The comment method is basically when you just subscribe to a relevant channel, right? You hit the bell so that you get notified when they release a new video, and then as soon as you get notified that they release a new video, you're gonna run over to that video, you're gonna comment something about the video or something, funny or something relevant to it, specifically, so that your comment gets ranked potentially and you get noticed by other people watching. So that means when you go to a video and you scroll down to the comments section and you see like those top 3 comments, that's what ranking a comment basically is, right? You want to appear higher on the comments so more people see you. Now, the reason that this is effective is because you can do this for a lot of related channels, and that will basically give you exposure in a lot of other channels that clearly have similar audiences to you, right? So if other people are watching those videos and care about that type of content, they scroll down and eventually see you enough, hopefully one of the times they're going to click on you, come to your channel, see that you make similar and related content, and potentially subscribe and watch your videos, right? So it can work, don't get me wrong. So in my opinion, it certainly works in the beginning, and it can certainly help you when you're growing, and I think you should start doing it. But for me specifically, the benefits just did not outweigh the drawbacks anymore. And I say anymore, and that's started there for a reason. That does not mean that you shouldn't do it. I just want to talk about why I don't do it, depending on where you are at in your journey, so that you can understand, okay, it's good for me, but now it's not, and when to make that transition, okay? So, like I said, it can certainly help in the beginning. That is 100% for sure. And I did it for, I think, up to like 10K subs roughly, and then I kind of stopped and pulled back the reins on it. I believe that there comes a point after, maybe 5 to 10K subs, depending on, what your audience looks like, when there's a diminishing point of returns, okay? So that means that there's a point where you're going to be less stressed, less distracted, and better off, simply put, just putting your energy into creating better content, creating better videos, creating better thumbnails, learning more editing techniques potentially, some transitions or something like that, then constantly trying to grow using the comment method. So for me specifically, it worked to help me grow because it got me some exposure and brought me some outside traffic from other related channels that wouldn't have otherwise found me potentially organically, right? But it got to be way too much. It was way too stressful, and it was very, very distracting, and I could not get anything done. At the height of it, I was probably subscribed to maybe 150 to at least maybe even 200 other channels, and literally every single 5 seconds I'd be trying to get work done, I'd be trying to record a video, or I'd be trying to do something else relevant, and I'd get notifications. And literally the whole point of the method and why the method works is you got to run to that video really fast, figure out something to comment, right? So you can kind of imagine the stress that you're under when you do that to so many channels and you're trying to grow at that pace with, really getting the most bang for your buck. So what my suggestion would be is you really have to pick a middle ground that's beneficial to you, and we're going to talk about that in a second. So it can hurt your videos, and that's something that I want to touch on. It can actually hurt your videos. Yes, it can bring you outside traffic, and yes, you can pull in some other potential subscribers and viewers from those other channels. And it's also good for social proof because you do get likes and like immediate views and immediate comments. So it can pad your ego a little bit to inspire you to make more content. So if you create a video and you see immediately there's 50 views on it and 20 comments, you're gonna be like, wow, like my video is pretty successful, pretty cool. But if you're not doing that and immediately your video gets like 20 views and 2 comments, it can be hard to deal with that sometimes. But it can hurt your videos too. And the main reason is it's just going to bring a lot of other small content creators to your channel as well that realize you have a similar channel, and what they're going to do is they're going to try to do the same exact thing that you're doing to your videos, right? So they're going to try to do that same exact thing. Meaning that they're not necessarily going to care about your content or the videos. They're not there to watch and, basically enjoy your content or basically, digest your content essentially, right? So what that basically means, and what I've seen, is they're going to wait like 5 seconds, maybe up to like a minute if you're lucky realistically, comment something and then leave. They don't care. They don't care about what your video is. They don't care about what you're creating. They're just there to be seen. That's what they're trying to do. And that is bad for the algorithm. It is terrible for the algorithm because the algorithm weighs a lot of different things. And one of the things that the algorithm weighs, like we've talked about, is watch time and audience retention, right? So that's going to basically kill your audience retention, and it's going to send signals to YouTube that, hey, 50 people watch this video in the first hour, and 30 of those people, hence the other content creators that are commenting on your channel, yes, it increased your engagement slightly, but audience retention is also a very big metric. So if they see that 50 people came to your video and 30 of the people that came to your video watched for 20 seconds, it's going to send a major signal to the YouTube algorithm that this video isn't that good because it's not retaining the audience for that long. So it could hurt your videos as well too. And my suggestion, that's supposed to be a space there, not a I don't even know what that is. My suggestion, honestly, would be that it works, don't get me wrong, and it's great to grow, and you should definitely use it if you're very, very new and you have a new channel. It's a great way to bring outside traffic and get your name out there and be seen, right? So it works to grow, and it's better than sub for sub or anything crazy like that. Little caveat, don't do sub for sub. Don't do it. You're going to literally torpedo your channel. It's like I'm handing you a gun, and by you agreeing to do sub for sub, you're pulling the trigger on your own channel. Don't do it. Don't do sub for sub. But the comment method works, but there is, like I said, that point that you hit where there's diminishing returns and you're just going to get frustrated, stressed out, and it's not worth it anymore to continually doing that. So I use it to grow to about 10K subs, and then I kind of pulled back the reins a little bit and slowed it down. Instead of spending the money, that would be my suggestion, or instead of spending the time and energy, that you spend basically, going out there and commenting on other channels, I would basically recommend that you go ahead and spend that energy on simply improving your content and finding better topics to make videos on. You might see that initial, if you're doing this for a while and you're doing the comment method for a while, you might see that initial dip in like engagement and views, right? Because all those people are going to stop commenting on your videos because you're not commenting on theirs anymore. But what it's going to do is it's going to increase your metrics overall. You're slowly going to come back up on that compound curve, and eventually it's going to kick on. And if you're making better content and you're making better topic videos, like topic-based videos, you're going to accumulate more viewers and more watch time organically. So use the comment method to grow when you're very, very new and you have a smaller channel. But then when you get some legitimate momentum, you kind of want to stop and just focus on creating better content and improving your content in a number of ways, and better topics for your content, obviously, right? So that's just going to organically bring you more traffic, but that traffic is not going to be there to comment on your videos and leave, right? They're going to actually be there because they care about your content and they're interested in those topics.